everybody, and welcome to part 6 of What If Midoriya Found the Omnitrix in the box in the woods. Yeah. Please hit that like button, subscribe to all the things YouTube wants you to do for this video to succeed. Also check out my Discord if you want, the link's in the description. I'll remind you at the end of the video. Because I forgot to do this at the end, I'm gonna spoil something and say Wrath will appear in this video. And I hope you guys enjoy my Wrath impression and my Wrath voice, because I found it funny. Yeah, I do hope you all enjoyed the video. Or will enjoy it now after that intro. After the UA Sports Festival, the students went on a week-long internship, learning from heroes on the field. Midoriya went to the plumber's agency where he learned more about his watch and its capabilities. Meanwhile, Uraraka learned under Lucky Girl, learning a lot of useful martial arts skills and a bit of mana manipulation, which came hard for her, so she doesn't know how to do much with it. The students that were stationed near Hosu City had to face an attack on it, led by the League of Villains. During this time, the hero killer Stain was apprehended thanks to the help of 4 students, although they didn't get any recognition. Although, the incident did cause the shadows to start steering. The internship continued for the rest of the week until it came to an end. Midoriya returns to class where before the first period starts, the students are talking about their internships, talking about what they did and stuff like that. Through the 4 students that were in Hosu, the conversation leads to Stain. After it's over, Ida instills order in the class, preparing them for homeroom. Later, third period, the students assemble in Ground Gamma, where All Might greets the class and explains the exact details of a rescue race that they'll be conducting. The first team, consisting of Midoriya, Ojiro, Zero, Mina, and Ida, steps into the battlefield, all students getting in position for the race. Everyone starts discussing who has a better chance of winning. I think Midoriya has the biggest chance of winning. Taking all his different transformations into account, he does have a very versatile quirk, says Jiro. Yes, but we can't forget that Zero has the biggest advantage in this field. He can move around very quickly, retorts Momo. We can't forget about Eva either. His speed could prove invaluable in the battlefield. But Midoriya still has the greatest chance, says Uraraka. With all that he's been learning, he probably has something new up his sleeve to show us. All Might signals the start of the race by sending his distress signal, and just like that, everyone sets off. Midoriya jumps from the water tower he started in, jumping onto some pipes, turning into Speed Lizard, or as we know him, Accelerate in the process. He runs on the pipes as much as he can until they start going in another direction, at which point he jumps into the air, hitting the Omnitrix, transforming again. He turns into Spectral, aka Ghost Freak. What, he can switch transformations now? Asks Jiro, surprised in the viewing area. Uraraka smiles and shouts, Go Midoriya! Bakugo looks at the scene, seeing Midoriya now going tangible and maneuver towards All Might at a quick pace. Crap! He leveled up! While I was spending my time at the useless internship getting groomed, he spent it leveling up. It was so annoying when he could just do it one transformation at a time, but now he can use the whole arsenal whenever he wants. Not only that, it's expanding. That electric guy was new. I need to get better and quickly, Bakugo thinks, fearing that he's being left behind. Midoriya keeps going, turning back into Speed Lizard and runs towards All Might, now having a clear path. He's the first to reach All Might, with Zero showing up seconds later. All Might gives everyone words of encouragement after that. While they return to the viewing area, he asks Midoriya to stay behind for a moment. Your progress is impressive, young Midoriya. I hope that you stay motivated and keep practicing in the future. I see great potential in you, says All Might. Thank you so much, All Might, says Izuku. The next group of students, consisting of Bakugo, Uraraka, Kirishima, Mineta, and Tokoyami, is called in. Bakugo is so going to win this one. None of the others have much mobility, so he's obviously the one with the advantage here, says Jiro. True, but Tokoyami could surprise us. Didn't he intern with Hawks? He might have learned different ways to apply his quirk, retorts Yaoyorozu. The match starts with All Might once again sending a distress signal. Once again, everyone starts going towards him. Kirishima struggles running as fast as he can, whereas Mineta uses his sticky balls to bounce around. Bakugo is the one to take the lead, using his explosions to maneuver around better. Tokoyami uses Dark Shadow to get to a higher vantage point in order to move more easily. In her part of the race, Uraraka hits herself in the cheeks and says, "Focus, Shochaku, focus!" She puts her hands together and small, almost invisible pink tendrils come out of her hands, touching small objects around. The small objects become weightless and are slowly assembled to make a makeshift staircase. The class looks at her surprised. "Go Ravity!" exclaims Midoriya, seeing her level up like that. After a couple minutes, the exercise comes to an end. Although she didn't manage to win, Uraraka did pretty well for herself. Weeks pass. During this time, Midoriya spends his time fiddling with the Omnitrix and reading his father's notes. Through some unknown reason, he manages to unlock Wrath, Cannonbolt, NRG, Walker Trout, and Eye Guy. A couple of weeks pass, and soon enough, the time for the final semester exams is only a week away. Aizawa warns everyone to study, but not slack off on their training. Study groups form, with most students asking Yaoyorozu for help. "Hey Midoriya, Ida, how about we study together?" asks Uraraka. "It'll be more fun that way." "Works for me," says Midoriya. "Won't we get more distracted this way?" asks Ida. "That may be true, but I think learning with friends can make it easier to learn. Plus, I kinda need help with quadratic functions," answers Uraraka. "Very well then, we'll do our best to help you," says Ida. "Would you all prefer we get together at my house?" "Sure," says Uraraka with a smile. The students then head to lunch, where, after a conversation with Monoma, Kendo gives them all an update on the practical exam. Everyone's so worried about it, and she informs them that they'll be fighting robots. The next week passes quickly, with the students studying constantly. Uraraka, Ida, Midoriya end up getting together to study over the weekend. The 3 days of the written exams arrive and go by rather quickly. All that's left at this point is the practical portion of the exam. Once their last exam's finished, the students go change, putting on their hero costumes, going to the Center Plaza of UA after, where Aizawa, along with the other faculty members, are waiting. The teachers proceed to explain how the exam will go, surprising the students when they reveal that they will be the opponents. The exams are explained in detail, and the first team to take them heads to the training area. In the meantime, many students start either preparing, strategizing, or relaxing before their exams. Midoriya heads to the monitoring area to look at his classmates fight and cheer them on, with Uraraka joining him. The first match is Sato and Kirishima against Cementas. This fight is meant to test the two students that have a time limit, to see how they will act in a battle and when they'll use it. Both students end up using it right away and end up getting pinned until time runs out, so both of them fail the exam. The second match is Tokoyami and Tsuyu against Ectoplasm. This fight is meant to test Tokoyami's close quarters combat ability. Through working together, the two students manage to trap Ectoplasm and win the match, so both pass. The third match is Ida and Ojiro against Power Loader. This fight is meant to block the mobility of both students. They manage to work together, though, enough to that Ojiro ends up going through the gate, so both students pass and win the match. The fourth match is Todoroki and Yaoyorozu against Aizawa. This match is supposed to teach the students to not rely too much on their quirks, by Aizawa blocking them constantly. By working together, and by Yaomomo regaining her confidence in herself, they manage to formulate and execute a plan that leads both students to victory. The fifth match is Uraraka and Aoyama against 13. This match is meant to restrict the students' movements and stop the two that get sick from overusing their quirks to use them properly. The match starts and the two students start heading towards the exit, wanting to avoid a confrontation. However, 13 is guarding it. She activates her black hole quirk, pinning both Aoyama and Uraraka to a railing. Uraraka starts panicking. "This isn't good," she thinks. "We're trapped. Gotta figure out how to get out of this. Okay, come on. What would Midoriya do? He'd likely transform into something. Not an option." Aoyama starts talking, but she shuts him up, needing to concentrate. "Okay, something that I can do. Yeah, I can try that," she thinks. She looks at 13, focusing all her attention on 13. Small pink tendrils, almost invisible to the naked eye, go towards 13. Suddenly, she's weightless. Since she's still using her black hole quirk, she starts spinning a bit, moving forwards but staying in the same place. "Aoyama, now!" shouts Uraraka. "We!" he says while preparing his naval laser, shooting 13 and sending her flying away. They both then run and cross the gate, with Ochako releasing her grip on 13. Both students pass the exam, with better marks than in the regular version of events. The sixth match is Ashido and Kaminari against Nezu. This match is meant to test their quick thinking in a battle and control over their quirks. Nezu manages to outsmart them, blocking them in a secluded area without the ability to escape. The students run out of time and both end up failing. The seventh match is Jiro and Kota against Present Mike. This match is supposed to block their quirks out since Present Mike's Sonics are more powerful. However, the students manage to win thanks to Kota using insects to swarm and defeat Present Mike, while they walk out of bounds. Both students pass. The eighth match is Higakure and Shoji against Snipe. This match is meant to block Higakure's stealth ability, since Snipe can hit her anyways. But thanks to Shoji distracting him, they end up capturing Snipe and passing the exam. The ninth match is Minette and Zero against Midnight. This match is supposed to stop the two students from using their quirks to restrain Midnight by stopping them from getting close to her. However, thanks to Zero's sacrifice, Mineta ends up escaping and is able to recover and formulate a plan. He ends up trapping Midnight and escapes through the gate, winning the match and passing the exam. However, Zero fails. The 10th match is Bakugo Midoriya against All Might. These two are paired together because they can't get along and are pitted against someone who's more powerful than both of them in their current state. "I think we should run away, Kachan," suggests Deku as the match starts. "Not gonna happen. I'm not some weakling who's going to give up. I'll fight All Might head on and win," says Bakugo with a smug expression on his face. "Have it your way then," says Midoriya, hitting the Omnitrix, turning into Speed Lizard. He rushes towards the exit, wanting to leave and pass the exam. However, All Might's waiting there. Midoriya runs past him. "Not so fast, hero," he says, running after him. Catching up to him, All Might punches Midoriya. Midoriya reacts quickly enough, hitting the Omnitrix and turning into an Arborium Pelorota, into Cannonbolt. All Might punches him, just as he turns into a ball before he can reach the gate, throwing him into a building. "Ah, that hurt," says Midoriya as he gets up. "All this guy's useful is defense and still kinda hurts." "Well, hero, there's more where that came from. Honestly, I didn't expect you to be much of a coward. I thought you'd at least try working with your partner." "Oh well," says All Might, menacingly, while getting closer. Midoriya hits the Omnitrix again, turning into an Apoplexian, into Wrath. "Let me tell you something, All Might, #1 hero of Japan and symbol of peace," shouts Midoriya. "Me and Bakugo don't have the best relationship." Midoriya lashes at All Might, punching him once, making a small cut and trying 2 more times, but failing. On the 4th strike, All Might catches the fist, crushing it, and then punches Midoriya, throwing him back from where he came from. "There you are, you damn nerd," shouts Bakugo while flying by, having taken a minute to catch up. He charges at All Might, throwing a huge explosion at him. All Might just tanks it. Bakugo stares in disbelief as All Might takes a step forward. "Hey, All Might, over here!" says Midoriya in his Blixen form. He sticks his tongue out and runs away. All Might follows. Once he's in the alleyway, Bakugo comes from behind, shooting another explosion at All Might. Midoriya recombines with the Dittos that held Bakugo up and switches to Diamond Head, encasing All Might to prolong some time to escape. He switches to Speed Lizard, grabs Bakugo and runs away. "Let me down, you damn nerd, we aren't done yet," says Bakugo while Midoriya carries him. "We are for now. We actually need to work together to beat him. He's too strong for us to beat alone," says Midoriya. He drops them off in an alleyway and transforms back into his human form. Both of them have a bit of an argument at first, but manage to solve their differences by talking it out and coming up with a plan. Once Midoriya's watch reaches from 5 minutes to 9 minutes left, they set the plan into motion. All Might stayed in the entrance, waiting for them to come. Midoriya steps out of an alleyway in his opticoid form as Eye Guy. "Hey, All Might! I have a bone to pick with you," says Midoriya. "Ah, so the heroes return. Where's your partner? Waiting around the corner for me to follow?" asks All Might, anticipating something. "No," says Midoriya, while shooting a giant beam at All Might. All Might blocks, being pushed by the attack. He breaks the pavement and shoots a small rock to incapacitate Midoriya's attack. He then charges at Midoriya. Midoriya switches to Spectre, possessing All Might. "This is hard to keep up. It's kinda strange, but hard nonetheless. So, time to make your move would be now," says Midoriya, using All Might's mouth. Bakugo jumps from one of the buildings, charging up an attack and hitting All Might with a Pulitzer impact just as Midoriya leaves his body. All Might is thrown back significantly, but manages to get back up. Midoriya switches to Crystal Fist and creates a temporary cage to trap All Might. He then catapults Bakugo using a diamond platform. Bakugo, using the huge speed, throws an explosion at All Might with even more power than usual. Midoriya switches to Ditto and swarms All Might with about 31 copies while the 32nd runs away. All the Dittos jump onto All Might after he breaks free, but he manages to get up, throwing them all back. The moment he does, Bakugo throws another huge explosion at him. "I'm getting tired of these games, heroes," says All Might, hitting one of Bakugo's gauntlets, breaking it. "Screw you," says Bakugo, using the other to throw an explosion. All Might breaks that one too. So Bakugo uses his natural explosions, hurting himself. The sound of the exit gate sounds, and All Might inspects his surroundings, seeing Midoriya still there. "Confused?" asks one of the Dittos. "It was very easy to do," says another. "We multiplied to keep you off balance and occupied," says a third. "While one of us escaped," says a fourth. "Stop talking like that and turn back to your normal form already. It's getting annoying," shouts Bakugo. Midoriya hits the Omnitrix, turning back to his regular form. "We had to keep you off your game and distracted with constant attacks for this to work," explains Midoriya. "So Bakugo kept shooting explosions." "Well done, both of you managed to work together. However reluctantly. And together you managed to win the exercise. I'm proud of you both," says All Might. And that's the end of the video. 3 videos recorded today. I hope the audio quality is good because I'm not at my usual place. That said, yeah. At least these scripts are a bit shorter than the ones I've been recording lately. My voice has been... well, it's not been killing me, but I have this thing in my throat that has been annoying me a bit. And the more I record, the less time, like the shorter of a thing I can do without screwing up. Or without being like, no, I have to re-record that because I didn't do it well enough. Man, I hold myself to way too high of standards here. I re-record some things like 7 times, maybe 9. It may not be much compared to professional voice actors, but if I could nail it down to the first, it would be perfect. Me doing it 7 to 9 times every time. That said, I do hope you all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, all of that. I also have to say that I'm also going to have to kill myself later when I have to draw all these aliens. So I hope you enjoy the little pictures. I mean, to those who actually watch the video and don't just listen in, because these takes time to make. Yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy everything that's on the channel and my future plans, because always keep an eye on the future. And I'm planning everything out, even working a bit ahead. The reason I record 3 videos today is because that way I can start making a backlog for when I go on vacation and for when school starts, because me a student and have to do that. Yeah, check out my Discord, everyone, and until next time, have an absolutely fantastic day. Bye!